going on, guys? Welcome to another episode. Today I want to do a little bit of tech review, and particularly I want to talk about drones. This right here is my first drone, and it is a DJI Spark. It is the coolest little gadget. I have had so much fun with this little guy, and I couldn't be happier with what I got for the money I spent. The DJI Spark is an awesome first drone for anybody wanting to get into the hobby. But today, we're going to focus particularly on this guy right here, the DJI MavicPro. The Spark is an awesome gadget and it is incredible, but this right here is an awesome machine. And today I'm going to do an unboxing and a first flight review with y'all. Alright, so initial impressions, picking this thing up for the first time, it's definitely heavier than I thought it was going to be. And what the heck is this thing? Get rid of that. There you go. So aside from not only being a DJI product, the portability of the MavicPro is what really sets it apart from other drones in the same price range. Okay, so having my first DJI drone being a Spark, I was really excited about the fact that the MavicPro actually comes with a freaking remote. Okay, I panicked a little bit at first, but I eventually found the propellers in this little hiding spot, and they come in these nifty little coin purses. Alright. Now that we got the unboxing done, I'm excited to go outside and give this guy a shot. So I'm going to get the batteries charged, and we're going to get out there, and we're going to do this. Now, before you calibrate the IMU, you're going to want to take those propellers off. It's just a personal preference of mine, you know, safety and whatnot. With the drone on a flat surface, now go into your DJI app. Bring down your menu, go to Advanced Settings, go to Sensors, and then Calibrate IMU. You're going to get these directions that pop up, and you want to follow these directions. Very easy, it's self-explanatory. Alright, now with the IMU calibrated, I can make it outside to potentially do my first flight, but before I do that, I need to calibrate the compass. We do that by going into Advanced Settings again, go down to Sensors, go to the IMU and compass, click on the right on compass, and click Calibrate Compass. And just like the IMU, follow the steps on the screen. Alright, using my fancy launching pad here, I'm going to let the drone gain a GPS signal and take off. I love the way this thing flies, but it's definitely not as nimble as a Spark. I mean, it's a bigger drone. It's got more weight to shift around. It's kind of like going from a Honda Civic to a Suburban. But regardless, it flies great. Now the screen on the controller for the Mavic Pro is a great feature in comparison to the control on the Spark that doesn't have anything. Now I'm really not getting much more information than I get out of the DJI Go 4 app while flying the Spark. But what I really like is the fact that that information is more readily available on the screen. You have flight speed, altitude, battery life, GPS signal strength. It's great. Okay, I had to move to the shade because I live in Arizona and it is bloody hot here. But I had a blast flying this thing. The DJI Mavic Pro is an incredible machine. The performance of the 3-axis gimbal was just awesome. In my iPhone, as I flew this thing, the image didn't jerk at all. It was very, very fluid and smooth, and it didn't get pixelated. The signal strength seemed incredible. And I believe that can be accredited to the direct connection that the iPhone has with the controller versus a Wi-Fi connection. I am really excited to look at this footage on my computer because from what I saw just on my little screen, it was awesome. And due to the OcuSync technology, the Mavic Pro is capable of flying at a distance of over 4 miles. Now remember to always keep your drone in a visible line of sight. The portability, the power, 4K video, 3-axis gimbal, almost a half hour of flight time. I flew this thing for about 25 minutes. My low battery warning wasn't even going off yet. This thing has everything you can want out of a drone. Now before we wrap this up, I want to discuss something really quick. I've noticed on some forums people debating whether or not to take off the camera protector during flight, and I think DJI is to blame for this confusion because some of their promotional videos for the Mavic Pro actually show it flying with the camera protector on. But first of all, you need to get it off to take off the gimbal lock. But most importantly is there's actually an air intake right here behind the camera. Leaving the camera protector on actually blocks the air intake and limits the Mavic's ability to bring in air to cool off its inner components. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me for this tech review of the DJI Mavic Pro. I had a blast flying this thing and I'm going to continue to have a blast, and hopefully I don't crash it anytime soon. We'll see you.